Yeah, I watched the finale. It was kind of a waste of time, if I'm gonna be honest. Uh, Hello, my name is Maxtop. I'm back with another video. As you can see from my face, I'm tired. Well, I had a screening of a very special one. I saw the finale of The Amazing Digital Circus. As for disclaimer, before we're gonna start this review, I'm not a fan of The Amazing Digital Circus. My sister is. The only reason I watched this show cause I was curious what everyone was talking about. And, well, I don't hate the show. I like the first 4 episodes. If you read my Denvinart posts, then you know what's my opinion on the show. I think it started great, but it's kinda mediocre on the rest. And as you all know, the finale is right now in theaters for limited time and is gonna be uploaded on YouTube on June 19. And of course, the the glitch and Goose said that you cannot film anything for the finale for people to not get spoiled by. Well, I was thinking about should I just wait or you know what? I gonna spoil it anyway. And of course, before we're gonna start this, like I said right now, this is gonna be the spoiler review for the finale. So if you haven't watched the show, if you have watched the finale, I recommend you to watch the finale right now if you have time, or watch this after the finale is on YouTube. So yeah, this is about to get a lot controversial, cause I will just start with this. Okay, I will start with positives. The music is great, like in every other episode, but man, they cook with the music in this one. And I still cannot believe it that they played the OG theme from the first episode at the end, which was just amazing hearing and fear. We got more moments between Gangle and Zubul because Gangle is my favorite character, and I like that shit between them, between Giggle and Zubul, which was cute to see on screen. At the lore, the human lore of our characters, and how I feel about the human lore of the characters. Well, about the names, I think the name for Pommy is just generic. I'm sorry, really, Abigail. This is what you got. Then Regatta name was just unexpected. I did not expect her to be named Susie. Then name for Gingle, Zoe. Yeah, I love it. It's cute. Name for Kingo is good. I'm sorry I can't remember all the names because I just watched the finale, so my memory can be kind of bossy. The name for Zupel is good too, and the Jack's name is fine. It's just fine. The sequence of Jack's, his POV of, I think is one of the best parts of the finale. We finally got. We finally know what happened between him and Rebith. I think that's her name, the frog lady. It was good for the most part. And which is now I just this is the part when I'm just angry at the finale. About Jax. Like just because I'm wearing those ears and just because I have this, that doesn't mean I'm a Jax guy. Like, sure, I would say he's an asshole, but a charming one, you know. A kind of jerk that you kind of can hate and kind of have fun with. And for the last episodes, I was like, well, that guy stinks. And, well, in that episode, he really stinks. Like, the people that think he's gonna be a villain, that, oh, he's gonna run the show now. No. No, he is not a villain. Which is, I'm like, I mean, that would be kind of cool, I guess. Like, no, we don't get this. And guess what? Guess what? He get abstract. Yes. I did not expect him to get abstract. Because at first I was like, who got abstract? Like, the problem I have with this finale is that the editing is just doesn't make sense for me. Like it took me almost 5 minutes to realize that Jax got abstract. Like I don't know who was editing that episode, but oh my god, I wasn't even like I was so confused what was happening. Like I know what was happening because I had eyes and I was watching, but I was just so confused that sometimes I was like, what's going on right now? Like, like seriously, not like other episodes have the bad editing, but I think this one actually had a bad editing. And more about Jax, I will say that. Remember that Lingo's headcanon I was talking about in my Denvinart post? Like I said, it's not canon, it's just a stupid headcanon. Canon. But during, of course, the scene when Pommy is inside the mind of Jax, especially that thought of when the funeral for Zubul is happening. Of course, if you watch that scene, you know what's going on. Jax tease Gingle, which is I feel is kind of feels wrong to me because he is a bully to her. Like, it's not exactly the same thing as this headcanon of Lemus, if you know what I'm talking about. But it just feels to me like, really? Really? I don't know, probably Lemus is like, yeah, it's happy! Like, Jack's backstory. I don't like it. It's a generic, like, Sonyeon. His parents are divorced. Wow, like I never heard that before. Like I would be just fine if he was just a homeless guy. And what was about the corn? Like seriously. We don't even get an answer about why he's afraid of corn. And I feel like he is actually the worst character in the show. And even about one moment when, of course, Pommy hugged him when he was already observed. And you cannot believe in this sequence that when he just get nervous, and of course, this scene when he touched the bomb, and it's just like, it was just the most random thing ever I just saw. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then we are like, fine by this? Like, okay, I guess Zubul saved Pommy, and anyway, let's get him to the Big Ten in the dark, because they like dark. And would you look at that? What surprised me that Ken is alive! He's alive! I was like, oh. At the end of the credits, they have this line says that this show was completely made by humans, and wherever we are giving redemption or to AI, I think this is kind of ignoring how much we hate AI. Yet we are giving to AI character who been tortured characters in many ways just because they just didn't like his adventures, which is a folly crash out. Because let's be clear, AI cannot create anything creative or original. I feel like redemption for Ken just doesn't feel right at all. Ken, he was supposed to be a villain, the final villain. He was supposed to be M. Kruger Erika Sum. Therefore I am. He's an M, and he turned good. Like Ken wasn't evil as M, but for sake, do whatever you want. I will be even fine if he was a villain again. Like seriously, giving him a redemption arc is one of the worst ways you could have ended the show. And yes, you know how the show ends? They just accept their fate. They're just living in a circus. Like when I was seeing Ken walking to the exit, I was like, no, he let them exit, and no, he didn't let them exit. Like, you don't know how angry I was. Like, you're just gonna decide, like, just gonna live forever till someone gonna delete you from existence. Like you're just so close to exit, and you decide to just stay in here. Like the irony. It ends just like how the first episode ends. Like Pommy at first episode, she was like, it's just not happening. Well, I guess it's my life now. And at the end of the final episode, she's like, it's not that bad. The pain he went through, I feel like, no, they've been just manipulated. That thinking like, it's actually not that bad. Shut your bitch ass mouth. Before watching the finale, I was very worried it's gonna have a bad ending. And well, I was comparing to shows like Stranger Things 5. Like, for example, Stranger Things 5 had ChatGPT dialogue and writing. And it's just ended with the 1 hour of boring how are we gonna close the upside down warning guys. I will sacrifice myself, and then 11 quote unquote dies and then comes back alive. The Boys season 5. It was just a setup for a shitty spin-off that nobody gonna watch. And my worries for the Digital Circus finale was that it's just gonna be, I have no original ideas and I must rip off. And it wasn't like that. It was even worse. And it ended on that bad ending, quote unquote, in my opinion, kind of bad ending. But no, like even the poster was lying to us. Like people thought Jack's gonna be a villain of the story. No. Like, did you really thought that film theory gonna happen? Nah, it didn't happen. It was just disappointing. And after the finale ended, I was like, that's it? That's the finale? That was a joke. And guess what? We have a post-credit scene, which is showing us our main characters in a human form in a human world. They are taken off the bus and they are gone, and the half of the chair is gone. And I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. Did they actually escape? Or this is showing us that they are together with the headsets in that office? Or am I just missing something metaphorical? Is that some metaphor for something? Like, I'm just so confused. Probably the fans will just riddle this in 2 days. Overall, I think the finale was kinda underwhelming, but it's fine. It's not bad. It's just, I expected more. But wait, there's more. And after the whole credits ended, guess what we got? Not only the post-credit scene that I talked about already, but also the scan code to get their merch, which is, I'm like, look, I know that buying a merch from the indie creators helps funding their indie shows, but the show ended, bruh. Digital Circus just ended. There's just no reason to fund that show anymore. It ended already. It's over. No more episodes. No season 2. It's the end. Like, I think it's for funding other shows, but Motion Drones have ended. Gaslight gonna get cancelled probably. The Giveaverse, I think that's how it calls, probably gonna get cancelled too. I hope not, because I feel like all CT creators deserve better. And I feel like even Game Overwatch, as much it looks fun, which is, I haven't watched the pilot, and I don't care about this whole hate. I'm planning to watch this when the summer begins. I'm afraid they're gonna get cancelled too. Like, you cannot just show me the sign like, hey, you might not like the finale, but hey, you can buy our merch, which is, I think some of them looks cool, but the rest just like, no, you're not gonna make me do that. After what I saw, no. Of course, remember everyone that this is just my opinion. I'm not a Digital Circus fan, and they're probably gonna be. This is gonna be one of my viewers videos on my channel, just because people will just saying like how bad my review is. Well, thank you, buddy. This is just my opinion. That doesn't mean you should hate the show, or you should hate me just because I did not like it. So overall, I am giving the finale 5 out of 10. underwhelming, good moments. It deserved better, but it was worth my time. And congratulations to all animators and Glitch and of course Goose herself. I just we just witnessed a history for indie animation, and I cannot be happy more. Of course, that's all for me today. I was Maxtop, and you saw my review of the amazing digital circus The Last Act. And I will see you next time. Peace out. See you on the flip side on the Backrooms. My review of the Backrooms. When I gotta watch next week, hopefully. Bye.